Tony, have you got your breath back from Friday night yet?
Yeah. Wasn't a case of me being out of breath. I can understand the players being out of breath. They did a great job. But overall, we had our moments. We had our moments of brilliance, and we had our moments of, I won't say madness by any means, but where our opponents controlled the game. And fortunately for us, we were able to turn that ship around and steer it in the right way. And particularly in the second half, I thought we controlled it pretty well. Whilst we didn't go out there and score immediately, I thought we grabbed back the control of the game, and it set us up nicely for a pretty good solid second half. So yeah, I'm pleased for the players, and they worked hard for it and got what they deserved in the end.
What was going through your mind when you saw it go from 18-0 to 22-18 at half time?
Yeah, a surprise as much as anything. I thought we controlled things pretty well early and just assumed, and I suppose it's one of those things that you can't assume anything against Saints. I didn't think we did a lot wrong either, although we conceded some penalties and they had some back-to-back sets, and the weight of possession, I think, has probably come home to roost a little bit for us. When we couldn't get hold of that ball, or if we did, we turned it over a bit too early in the tackle count, stuff that we weren't doing early in the game. So, we lost a little bit of control of the match, and if you do that against a team like Saints, they make you pay, and they did. But we at halftime we were feeling pretty fine about where we were. We weren't happy that we were behind on the scoreboard, but we knew if we rectified a few things that it'd give us a good chance anyway.
First double over St Helens in the Super League era, so is that the monkey off the back now?
I suppose so. I don't know. If that means people in the press keep asking you the same question, maybe they'll have to come up with a new question. And I'm not having a crack there at all. That has been asked of us and me on many occasions for good reason. We didn't have a great record on them, and Saints had a fantastic record, and still have if you look at history and count out the number of times they've defeated us. But I think there have to be a different line, come towards us for the future. And I'll keep going with the same line. You've got to play well to beat St Helens. They deserve to have the record that they have because they've been a very good team and a consistent team for many years. We're hoping to emulate that sort of record or performances, where we're a team that play consistently well and are very difficult to beat ourselves, and we're aiming for that, and we're making some inroads there.
Matt King injured himself when he was scoring. How is he?
Pretty good, actually. We had him x-rayed, I think it was Friday night, maybe Saturday morning, and all clear on the x-ray. So, happy about that. He hurt his rib at the time, and we feared the worst, and he didn't look the best, and he limped through till half-time and managed it for us till half-time. But, he probably wasn't at his best by any means after that effort, but wow, what an effort it was. It was spectacular, and, it showed some commitment, but it showed some skill, and, fantastic kick from Lee, but, as good a high ball try, that you'll come across, I think. It's as spectacular as I've seen for a long time, and, it came at a price for that match, that we lost Kingy for pretty much the rest of the match, but hopefully he could be right this week, so we're fingers crossed.
Were there any other injury concerns from the game?
Not really. Mozza was a bit of concern. We're going to have take care of Mozza at the moment. He's taken a couple of bangs in the head lately, and just hasn't quite been at his best at the moment because of it, I think. And so we may have to take care of him for this week, and give somebody else a crack and freshen up not so much his batteries, because he's got an engine that just keeps going. It's we just need to make sure that we're taking care of that he's not getting too many knocks and those sort of things. So we'll look out for him this week.
And what's the situation over Joel Monaghan and Louis Anderson?
Joel's I'm pretty confident that Joel will make it this week. Louis will be close, very close. Whether the coach puts him into that sort of environment straight away, I'm not sure. I'd rather err on an extra week probably than rush him while we've got some fit bodies, and we have got some fit bodies at the moment. Wasn't the case a few weeks ago, but we're probably able to cope with not pushing somebody back in that's not quite ready yet.
You've got Castleford coming up Friday. Do you expect any backlash from them from the 62-0 drubbing you gave them here?
Yeah, I'm sure that that's not fresh in their minds, but I'm sure that they remember that happening and will want to do something about it in that case. But the weekend wasn't great for them either. Their visit to the Catalans, and I'm sure there'll be some form of reaction to that as well. So, and they're a team with that play with a lot of pride, and particularly at home, it's a fairly hostile environment there. They're right on top of you, and the crowd over there, make their mind known fairly well to opponents, and they're a home team as well. So, I'm sure they'll be, and it's a smaller field, and a shorter field. It's difficult to play on. It's not an easy environment. So, there's a few things in their favour. However, they're the sort of challenges that we enjoy as well.
Top of the league with 8 games to go. Do you expect to still be there at the end of the season?
I don't know about expect. I don't think that's right. That anybody should expect that. In our position, it's if we keep working hard, we give ourselves a chance of doing that, of staying there. If we don't, or things happen within sport, if you have an injury run or if you have a big loss of form, it can easily turn around and you slip out of those sort of positions. So it's not really our focus. We're trying to concentrate on each and every game, and when we do that, most weeks we've done a pretty good job. Occasionally, we've had an under par performance, but not too many of those this year where we've managed to stay pretty consistent, because we give each game that we're going into the respect it deserves, and not worry about the finishing post so much. It's Castleford is the most important game that we've played this year, and like the following week will be the most important game that we've played this year. Each game is the one in front of you is the important one.
And the health of the squad's also crucial as well to how successful a team can be at this stage of the season.
Yeah, it plays a big part. For most squads and all squads. It's good to have a big squad and a reliable squad right through, and in some depth, and we've certainly shown that we've got that, and we've shown that at different stages this year. But you certainly would like to have your best available team on available each week, and particularly at this part of the season. So fingers crossed we can stay fit and healthy, and they're working hard towards that, and if we do that, we'll be difficult to beat.
Finally, the fans won't forgive me if I don't ask you the question about the contract situations at the moment. Has there been any change from what we discussed last week with Matt King?
No, nothing finalised. Matt's been waiting on a couple of things from his end of, and we're happy to support that and wait for a decision to be made. And Gary, I can assure you that we'll be on the phone ringing you as soon as we know anything. You'll be first, maybe second to know. But no, nothing's changed at all. I'm no more aware of exactly what the decisions are as you are, and that shows how much I don't know. But as soon as a decision's made, we'll make that public. I don't think Matt or us are going to be precious about if he's going to stay. We'll yell from the rooftops, and if he's not going to stay, that I'm sure he'll want to let people know and be upfront, because that's the type of person he is. So there'll be no secrets held. And you need to know which pieces of the jigsaw you're playing with. Yeah. But there's no drama on that. I'm pretty confident that whichever way things go, we're going to be okay. I told you last week that there's Plan A and Plan B, and they're pretty good, and C's okay, and D's not as good. But that's the way it is. But I'm also I'm whilst I've got to concentrate on some of next year's sort of stuff in terms of getting it organised and make sure that we've got a competitive team. The focus is still on now, and really should be for all our fans too. Enjoy what we're doing now, and next year we'll have a strong side again, and we'll be in there fighting again next year, whatever comes of this year. But enjoy what we're doing now. Okay, Tony. As always, thank you for your time. Thanks, Gary.